Hey YouTubers, welcome back. So it's my birthday today. Old as shit. Just kidding. Age is also a perception. So I just want to thank everybody who's wished me a happy birthday and also, for all the emails. Like, I appreciate them. Thank you. And, everybody who's ordered readings from me. And if you need a reading, it's lovefromabove717@gmail.com. And I can help you from there. Okay? So this is going to be what my ex water sign is thinking. Okay, so this is going to be for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. If you are cross-watching, this is what Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be thinking about you. And if this is, if you're a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio watching this, this is what you're thinking and feeling about your ex. Okay? So I already cleared these cards, so I'm just going to shuffle and separate the energies here. So we're going to start with Cancer, and then we're going to go into Pisces and Scorpio, and then I'm also going to use Cartomancy. So if you want to scroll through the shuffling, feel free. So here we go. Cancer, how are you feeling about your ex? Cancer. Cancer. Last time for Cancer. Oh, no, as soon as I say that. Okay. Pisces. 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 About your ex. Pisces. Okay, last time for Pisces. All right, now let's go into Scorpio. Scorpio, how are you feeling about your ex? Scorpio. Oh, there we go. Bottom of the deck, pay attention to the red flags. Signs. Pay attention to signs. Okay, hold on one second. And of course, I can't get this up. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go into the Cartomancy. Okay, first up, Cancer. Okay. One more time. Okay, that's for Cancer. Now we're going to go in, Pisces, and then Scorpio. Pisces. Now let's go into Scorpio. Okay. All right, first up, Cancer. So let's see what's going on here with the romance angel cards first. Okay, Cancer, you got express your love, flirt, extend your lighthearted energies, finances and career, calling in your soulmate, and then you receive the unrequited love, which we know is lack of love of self here. At the bottom of the deck, we have pay attention to the red flags. This is the signs are cautioning you. I'm picking up intuitively that, there's a karmic relationship here. And there's also family that could be causing you to feel stuck in relation to this soulmate that you have already met here, okay? And this unrequited love that you are feeling, it's lack of love of self, first of all, but also it's showing that this could be a situation that has been developed from childhood and from family in the sense of how you feel loved, okay? And you've already met this soulmate, this lover of your soul. And now it's what I'm picking up is like you've been shown signs, you're being given signs. Okay, so if you're cross watching for a Cancer and you believe this person is the lover of your soul and you guys have basically fell off, okay? Because it's not showing here that there was any sort of like real like fighting or anything of that nature. It's more or less other people involved, and it's showing that there's definitely family relationships here that have caused the sense of this unrequited love and the behavior of this Cancer, but they're being shown signs to validate your connection. The signs are teaching them that it's safe for them to love. Their fear of love itself is what I'm picking up, and it's directly coming from childhood and the home environment. And they want to ascend this relationship to a higher level of commitment, but there has been some deception, false mask wearing, making you feel as if, this Cancer has made you feel as if you are not worthy, and it's due to the fact that they don't feel worthy. And it's calling for you to trust and have faith in the unfolding of this relationship because you are going to be getting to know each other on a deeper level. They could be traveling to you. And also, it's indicating here that the divine has coordinated this in order to learn these lessons. And there will be an effort made towards this relationship and bringing it together because this is the romance of a lifetime here. And your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so what I'm picking up here intuitively is that there is a Cancer who has met the lover of their soul. They have called this person into them, but it kind of fell off in the sense of unworthiness. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, you know, this unrequited love. This card states there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And that's why the relationship didn't keep going, because the attraction was actually coming from lower energies, because at the bottom of the cartomancy deck, we have the 8 of spade, and that is actually unrequited love. And under the 8 of spade, we have transformation, an ending in order to have a complete new beginning, like a death and a rebirth. A death and a rebirth of our beliefs and how we feel loved, okay? Because what I'm being shown here is, you know, this person has, you know, you've already met this person you called in, and it's left, you know, in this sense of unrequited love, which is what I'm being shown here from Cancer's end is not truth, okay? So there also could be issues with finances and our career path, and this is directly affecting this relationship here. But see, the thing is that, I'm sorry for this glare, the calling in your soulmate here in the middle, okay? Finances and career is being affected because of the disconnect from the lover of the soul, okay? And it's showing here that there is going to be an expression of love, and what needs to be brought back here is this lighthearted energy, because what I'm being shown and intuitively picking up here is that, you know, your home environment has directly affected the way that you feel love. And this is definitely a mother and a father. I have 2 sets of parents here. Okay, this is not coming up as a romantic partner. So if you are a Cancer, you know who this lover of your soul is. This lover of your soul could actually be an air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I also have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But I'm picking up more or less that this lover of your soul is an air element, and they have Earth in their chart, okay? But then for other Cancers, you could be dealing with a fire energy. But I'm picking up parents heavily here that have affected the way that you feel love. And now there needs to be a breakdown in this established pattern, because you're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of this unhealthy situation. And what it's showing here is that this relationship was developing, but then there was a lack of progression and a serious setback, and it could have been involving 3 people, okay? Meaning, this could be a mother and a father and an outside person. Because what I'm picking up here is that you know that this person is the lover of your soul, but now there's worry and anxiety about communicating with this person, and Cancer is carefully, there's some sort of plan, like Cancer's planning something. And they're not pushing things at this time. So in a sense, it's causing the other person, the person who believes, like if you're cross-watching for a Cancer, like it's also causing you to have worry and anxiety, because you don't know where you stand with this person. But what it's showing here is that they've been going through a transformation, and they're breaking down established patterns in the way that they view and participate in relationships, okay? And the lack of progression and the setback is due to the fact that Cancer is planning before taking action. They're not pushing things because you're in separation, but their intentions are to have this new beginning in this new phase of life. And then we have, you know, these 2 cards came out together here, the 3 of Hearts and the 4 of Hearts, indicating wanting to develop this relationship but needing to have a physical return, which more or less is why this travel card, you know, is being indicated here. But there was some sort of communication during the separation. But now it's as if Cancer has stopped. The communication is like mute. But they're bringing loving messages, and they are worried. They are like anxious because they want a new beginning and a new phase of life here. They want to ascend this to a higher level of commitment. This is a commitment to the lover of their soul. But I'm picking up that they're not quite sure if it's mutual. But if there is an air element with Earth in their chart, they want this new beginning and this new phase with you. Because what I'm picking up is there was an air element that could have reached out, but now they're anxious and worried because there's been a setback. There's like a lack of progression, but the lack of progression is due to the fact that Cancer is planning something. And that's why they're not pushing things at this time, because they're trying to avoid an argument. But they're going to take this action. Like, they're bringing loving messages, and they're bringing them physically, like in the physical form. It's not going to be over text or any sort of written or verbal communication over like a telephone or anything of that nature. It's going to be face to face, because they're bringing, they're going to be expressing themselves, okay? And they're going to be extending lighthearted energy here. Now, what I'm also picking up is there could be issues within the home environment with finances, and this could be due to parents, okay? There's two sets of parents here, and I'm picking that up heavily, that there is a family issue. But the issue has been growing with the family because of this disconnect. Following? Yeah, because of the unrequited love. But this was adopted behavior and mindset due to parents, due to the home environment. And when they met, Cancer met the soulmate, they felt alive, but there's distance, which is why there's travel that needs to take place to physically return to this person. Cancer's intentions are to do this, but the issue at hand is other people. But that pattern is being broken. There's that established pattern's being broken because it's enlightenment. Cancer's been enlightened, put it that way, enlightened to their feelings and understanding their feelings, and now understanding that the lack of self-love was what caused this relationship to break apart. And the lack of progression is because they're planning something, but their heart's intentions are to develop this relationship, physically return, and take this relationship to a higher level of commitment. There could be legal documents pertaining to the home environment that Cancer is dealing with right now, and it could be in regards to a third-party relationship, but that is ended because they're looking on the outskirts. Like, everyone is looking out, away from this developing relationship between air and water. Like, air and water are coming together is what it's showing me. So we have like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming together with Cancer, because they're in separation right now. But the new beginning and the new phase of life is coming, and both want to develop this relationship and want a physical return. What has been blocking it is the sense of feeling unrequited love, but there's been a transitioning. There's been a complete transition here between both parties. But now they're both worried and anxious because they don't know if one expresses their love, the other person is going to accept it, vice versa. But this is your lover of your soul. You called this person in, and the unrequited love that was the residual feeling from meeting this person is what needed to be transformed. Because, I mean, at the bottom of the deck, we have unrequited love and transformation. So this is, yeah, because then we have Cancer here, who's been enlightened on this spiritual journey. They're now gaining their independence, and they are going to be taking the action in order to change the social standing of this relationship. And here we have water again. So we're right on track here with those cards in relation to the water elements here. But Cancer is taking action and changing in their social standing. They're gaining their independence away from these other people who have been affecting this relationship. They have been enlightened to the spiritual journey that they're on, and they are going to be expressing their love. And through expressing their love and the other person expressing their love, if you're watching it on Cancer, by you expressing your love and not falling to those lower level energies, because that could discourage the development of the relationship. Allow Cancer to speak first and then reply. But come from a place of compassion. Don't come from ego, because that's exactly what was holding this relationship apart. But both parties have been enlightened, so don't fall to your ego. Isn't that what my reading was yesterday? Shed the ego? Yeah. So no shocker that that's what came out here for Cancer. Okay, so now let's go into Pisces. Pisces, you're wrapping up a karmic cycle here. Yeah, complete ending. Healing, working something out. There's going to be a reconciliation here, but there was a third party involved. Okay, so we have separation, playfulness, free yourself, codependency, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations and reconciliation. So we're going to be reconciling with a soulmate, the lover of your soul, Pisces. And you're in separation, and you need to recapture, romance by allowing your inner youthful spirit and fun to shine. Because what it's showing here is that you need to free yourself from a codependent relationship. And this codependent relationship is exactly what has been holding you back from reconciling with this lover of your soul, but you're completing this karmic cycle, okay? You could specifically, Pisces, be dealing with a Gemini. That's the only energies I have in here. What it's showing me is that you have been deliberating over what to do, because there has been some unfortunate events that have happened, and you have separated yourself from, this other person because it has directly affected your intimacy. There's a need to be truthful and honest with our feelings, because what it's showing me here is that other people have been affecting you coming back together with this person. This separation from this person has caused, that you cut out of your life, has caused a lot of loneliness and depression, which is, you could be drinking a lot, or, partaking in lower energy, events here. And what it's indicating is that you need to understand that the divine has been coordinating this, and you need to clean up this karmic cycle, end this karmic cycle completely, because there is going to be a complete ending to what has been going on in order to have a new beginning. And you've been given, ambitious energies, in order for you to achieve what it is that you want. But what it's showing here is the divine has definitely coordinated this, okay? And they're coordinating this reconciliation. But what needs to take place is there needs to be healing. There's healing that needs to take place in order to work this out. And now there's a lot of evaluation before taking action towards this person, towards this lover of your soul, because excuse me, what it's showing here is there's been third-party interferences, there's been deception, there's been loss here, and you want to work this out, but it's showing that it's in the upside down position right now, this new beginning, and the reason being is because you need to take back control of your life. You need to free yourself, as indicated in the romance angels, because you're being brought signs, like you're being cautioned, you're being brought signs that this karmic relationship, these karmic cycles that you have been stuck in with these karmic partners, and you separated from the lover of your soul, they want you to like the divine is bringing you signs and like deeper understanding, like you need to clear up this karmic energy, like complete this cycle, because you need to understand that it's safe for you to love. And again, like at the bottom of the cartomancy deck, we have unrequited love, and we have the transformation card. Like you're being pushed to be transformed. Like you've been enlightened here to the changes that you need to make. And by, being on this journey here, you're gaining your independence in order to take action and change in your social standing so that you can ascend this relationship to a higher level of commitment. But again, the deception, we have deception here, okay? Because you have lost trust. But what needs to happen is you need to get to know each other on a deeper level here. And you may need to travel to go see this person in order to deepen your bond, but you need to release the lower level energies of unrequited love and understand that it is safe. And pay attention to the signs. You're stuck in this karmic cycle with these karmic partners, and you're chasing your own tail is what I'm like picking up here, is like, you have cut people out of your life, or people have cut you out of their life because they're not dealing with your loss and deception anymore, okay? And now, if you're cross-watching here and this is a Pisces, that you're wondering, if you guys are going to come back together, and they've been acting like out there, like messing around with a bunch of different people or drinking too much or whatever, they are being brought signs. They are being led in order to clear up these karmic energies. And it's showing that that cycle is going to complete itself, and the divine is in charge of it. So what it's showing here is that divine timing is at play, and they want you to be truthful, fair, and honest, with your inner self here, and heal yourself and understand it's safe for you to love, because there's going to be a shakeup coming in, Pisces, if you don't take this action yourself, okay? You feel discouraged because this lover of your soul, who could specifically be a Gemini here, is in the upside down position, but you want to reconcile with this person because you do believe that this person is the lover of your soul. And what I'm picking up is that, yes, this person wants union with you, but they're not putting up with the crap anymore. So you need to complete this karmic cycle in order to bring it back together. And if you don't complete this cycle, you understand that you need to complete the cycle. But if you don't, what it's showing me here is that the divine will intervene and give you a shake-up in order for you to wake up and pay attention. Like, pay attention, okay? So Pisces has been being led to the light in order to heal, okay? But now they're feeling discouraged. This unrequited love is what needs to be transformed, because this soulmate that they've met has, separated from them, and the reason they separated from them is because they couldn't deal with the loss and the deception anymore. But there is a chance to reconcile and bring this relationship, this lover of your soul, back into your life. But in order to do so, Pisces needs to completely clear the karmic energies, and they're being pushed to do that now, even though there's it's like they're stuck in like this depressional like state because of the separation. But the angels and your guides, your higher self, is trying to tell you, like, hey, you need to clear this karma within yourself. Like, get out of bed, like, get moving. We're feeding you surges of ambition here to work this out, but you have to heal yourself first from this loneliness and depression that's caused, and it's due to the fact that these karmic energies need to be released because, of all this loss and deception around third parties. And there's going to be a shakeup in your life if you don't choose to kind of go within. There will be a divine intervention, like a twist of fate here, where these karmic partners that you won't release will in fact be released from you in one way or another in order to bring back the person that you truly desire to have, but you need to learn the lesson first. Okay, that was for Pisces. Now let's go into Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, let's see. Okay, Scorpio, you could be directly dealing with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini specifically. They could have fire in their chart also. But you're specifically dealing with an air element, Scorpio. You've met an air element, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you could have met this person through friends. But what needs to happen here is there was an ex-partner that you need to clear your energies from. And you need to let go of the control issues and understand that you need to love yourself first here. Okay? So what I'm picking up here for Scorpio is you have met this person and you could have met them through friends and you could have been in a relationship. But that relationship has completely ended because you've met this Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And what's showing here is that you could have had to have moved. Your wishes and desires were to move, actually. And you chose to lay foundations for future success here with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. And it's showing here that there is victory. And there are, your wishes and desires to have steady improvements in this relationship. Your efforts will be rewarded, but the deeper lesson here is to understand that you need to love yourself first. There has been communication with this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, like your feelings are definitely mutual. Like you definitely feel the same about each other. And you're going to be victorious with this new beginning. But there's an energy here of jealousy and possessiveness with an ex-partner that needs to be cleared. And it's almost as if you left one relationship because you met this new person, this air element. So if you're cross-watching for a Scorpio and you're air, they met you, but you were aware of a relationship that they were in, which was a karmic relationship, and they were exiting that relationship. Then they made the choice to exit that relationship in order to move forward with you. But there's still that sense of that unrequited love that needs to be transformed, because I feel like Scorpio is trying to hold onto this air element like super tight. And the reason you're holding on so tight is because you need to learn to love yourself first, like go through that transformation, because this relationship is going to work out. It's going to be very victorious here. It's showing victory over all of this. And what you wished and desired for this type of relationship, and you met this person, although you were still with someone else, you definitely met them through friends. It was like an immediate connection, Scorpio. And now it's time for you to clear your energies from this past person that you were with when you met this new person, because what it's showing me here is like this person that you were with, this karmic person, was just in fact that, a karmic partner, someone to teach you lessons, and the lessons were that you needed to love yourself first. So then this lover of your soul came into your life, and there was a deep connection right off the bat. But the thing is that this person that you have left and moved towards this air element, they have they also have a divine counterpart. So you guys were like karmic partners, and then you met your the lover of your soul. And now you have to clear your energies from the past karmic cycles with this past partner. And there's a lot of, I pick up just like, this ex of yours could just be jealous and possessive over the fact that you've met the lover of your soul and they see that you're like happy. And now they are trying to get back to their lover of their soul, but they're in lack of communication with them. So they could be using you as a focal point to being angry, but the deeper anger within your ex-partner is like they're angry at themselves for leaving their lover of their soul and coming back. Like this could have been a relationship that ended and then came back together, and it came back together, one of those deals. But then you met the lover of your soul, and you met the lover of your soul because they were pulling you out of the karmic cycle. But your ex-partner had already met the lover of their soul and ran from them, and now they see you happy moving forward with the lover of your soul, where they now realize that they left the lover of their soul to come back into this karmic cycle with you, and now they are in lack of communication and they want a new beginning with this person. And it's almost in a sense like they have jealousy over the fact that you're happy and now they're left sad, but it doesn't have anything to do with you, Scorpio. Like that was what was divinely coordinated. It was going to work out that way because you needed to complete your karmic cycle with the past partner so that you could move into this relationship with the lover of your soul, because your partner that you need to release, your ex-partner, was always going to be leaving anyway. But it's like what I'm being like showed is like you did it first, Scorpio. So if you are an air element and you met a Scorpio and they were in a karmic relationship, like your relationship is moving forward. Like this is the lover of your soul. There's just some energies that need to be cleared. But if you're watching in on a Scorpio and they met someone new through their friends and like your relationship ended, you could be jealous of the fact that you let a lover of your soul go, and now this Scorpio has met the lover of their soul, which is this air element that they're moving forward with, and you're feeling anxious because you see how happy they are now, but you know who the lover of your soul is, and you left them for this karmic cycle, but you were already planning on leaving this Scorpio to get back to the lover of your soul, but Scorpio did it to you first. And that's where this jealousy and this possessiveness is. So just understand, like if you're an air element and you're dealing with Scorpio, because I pick up, there's air heavily here, your relationship's working out. And it could be Sun, Moon, Rising, of course. But there also could be fire in this air elements chart. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. But Scorpio is already developing this relationship. But there's just some karmic energies lying here that need to be cleared in order to keep this relationship going, which I see it is. But there's an ex-partner who is feeling like Scorpio left me and now they're happy and I screwed up a relationship to go back to them because it was a karmic lesson. It was a karmic cycle. So like that's all ending, but it's almost as I'm like just seeing like it's like whoever Scorpio broke up with or whatever to go to this lover of their soul, the ex is like bitter because like they wanted to get back. They wanted to like make it's like oh my god, it's like so crazy. It's like what I'm seeing is like whoever was with Scorpio was already planning on exiting that relationship, but they wanted to make sure that the lover of their soul, this person that they feel deeply for, was going to accept them back first before exiting with Scorpio. But Scorpio did it to him first. So now they're like this because they don't know if the lover of their soul is going to accept them back because they know about this situation. It's like, yeah, like what I'm seeing is like crazy. But like, it was a karmic lesson and a cycle for both parties. Like that relationship that ended, and now Scorpio's moving on into a new relationship, and whoever this person was that Scorpio needs to clear their energies from, that person is on their way back to the lover of their soul, but they're just kind of like bitter because Scorpio like cut them first. Like they didn't get the chance to do it first. And now they're like worried because they don't know if the lover of their soul is going to take them back. Yeah. Kind of. I like it. It's just lessons. You know, it's just like lessons. I'm not like making fun of anybody's life or anything. Like, trust me, I've been through the ringer, okay? I got all kinds of stories for you. But like, this is just like one of those stories where it's like, you did me first. Like, I was waiting, making sure like this person wanted me, and like I was using you as like a crutch, but like that crutch like fell, and like now that person's like anxious and worried. Like, is this lover of my soul going to take me back? Like, my karmic partner, like that cycle ended and they're like off with the lover of their soul, and now I screwed this relationship up over here and I got to get that person back, and I wanted to have that validated first before I kicked Scorpio to the curb, but Scorpio wised up and was like, bye. But that was all divinely coordinated because this person came in your life and it was through friends. You could have met this person through friends, and now it's like your ex, they're like fending for themselves right now. Like, they're not mad at Scorpio. Like, it's like they're not mad because, like, in their deeper selves, they knew that they were going to a lover of their soul. But it's like they wanted to confirm that first before dissing Scorpio. And Scorpio was pulled out first. Lessons, deep lessons, right? Like I say, you don't have many choices. People are not options. You might be dating 3 people and eeny, meeny, miny, mo. But at the end of the day, whoever you choose is always the wrong one. It is. Because you're choosing that person off of what is better, your perception better than the rest of them. And the last one that this is like, trust me, the last person you wouldn't choose is because that person's a direct reflection of you. And then you go through that karmic cycle. Yepers. Okay, I love you, water signs. So that was for What Is My Ex Thinking? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Mwah.